How much time do you spend with trash? For many of us, it's only the fleeting seconds between the moment the item is no longer of use, it leaves our hand, and thuds into the bottom of a trash can. Do you know how long she will spend with trash? Thousands of years. It piles up in her banks and berms, it embeds itself in her riverbed and breaks down until it's a part of her. Some pieces of trash will be with her forever. I've now spent dozens of hours with trash, collecting it, cleaning it, sorting it, playing with it, feeling its textures, determining its uses, and beginning to see it as more than useless. It is useful as a fingerprint that shows exactly what humans are leaving behind. This tree stands as a representation of what the Santa Cruz River is today. Her waters are choked by invasive trees and hundreds of tons of trash. The Santa Cruz is singing the same song as every river on earth. For all the blessings our rivers give us, they do not deserve this. Nor do we. Your health and wellness is intimately tied to the health of your watershed. We live in a world connected by water. Your backyards, your streets, they are connected to greater watersheds. Trash runs from streets into streams, into rivers, breaking down, and eventually ending up in our drinking water. Start to imagine your alley, your backyard, as a stream that carries trash hundreds of miles. Plastic trash is more sinister than just looking bad. Trash that isn't disposed of properly stays in our watershed and contributes to the microplastic epidemic. There are solutions to the trash crisis and the plastic epidemic, and they work, but they're often expensive, remote, and don't work to repair our relationship with the victim of our pollution. So I offer something else instead. Reconciliation. My hopeful solution is a value shift. When thinking about reconciliation, you may think of truth-telling in education, acknowledgement of harm, reparations, healing, strengthening relationships, and taking action to address harmful systems. We can do all of these things with the natural world. I question how restoration can work as a solution on rivers that can never be restored to their past state. For the Santa Cruz, the city has overgrown it. Maybe instead of fixing the river, maybe we can reconcile our relationship with it. Take responsibility to protect the river that gives us life. And anyone can do it. The Sonoran Institute completed their 2021 trash survey of the Santa Cruz. They found that the trash in the Santa Cruz doesn't come from corporations, industry, or the unhoused. It comes from us. 66% is food packaging, something that is decision-based, something we can change, and something we can pick up when we see it. To manifest the power of reconciliation, I conducted a small experiment. I sent one small text to 20 people in my closest circle. I asked them to reconcile. I asked them to pick up trash when they went on walks, to school, or when they went around their neighborhoods. And here was the result. 350 pieces of trash were picked up from the streets that were bound for the river or other natural spaces. Also, there was an overwhelming outpour of support and positive feelings for cleaning up the world. Maybe these are ripples that will make waves. Reconciliation works. This tree, this piece of art, is my way of asking you to reconcile with your river. This tree is made entirely from materials I collected within the Santa Cruz River. The tree's silhouette is the mighty cottonwood, a tree that used to create the lush biodiversity of Tucson rivers. The contents, though, are trash and invasive trees. The tree is a paradox. It's grotesque and frustrating, but it's somehow still beautiful. To give scale to this art piece, I wanted to find an old live cottonwood to compare this tree to. But after weeks of searching and research, I realized that all historic cottonwoods are gone from the Tucson area. There are none left here. I'm suggesting a uniquely human solution to trash, something that will heal ourselves and the planet at the same time. For all those complex and brilliant trash technologies to work, for the reusable movement to become sustainable and permanent, for laws to be passed that protect these places we love forever, we have to care. We have to show empathy. And there's nothing more humbling and gratifying than cleaning the place you love to live. I've personally felt the humility of acknowledging the damage we've done to our rivers. I spent hundreds of hours creating this tree, and yet it feels so wrong for it to end up here. But in the end, the sculpture is just trash. And isn't this where trash is meant to go anyway? Reconcile with your rivers, and we'll be closer to healing the planet.